Hey, today we are exploring Chamrousse, another cool spot near Grenoble. It's a ski village known for hosting the supergiant slalom at the 1968 Grenoble Winter Olympics. But forget the typical ski experience. I'll be taking you off the beaten path with snowshoes. We will trek up to the famous Lac Achard and even higher to the top of Croix de Chamrousse, standing at over 2,300 meters above sea level. And for descent, we won't be opting for the usual ski lift. So get ready for an adrenaline-packed alternative route on our way back. Yeah, so picture this. It's about 10:30 in the morning and Łukasz and I had this grand plan to be at our destination by 9. Classic, right? But I'm the laid-back type, telling him to chill and not stress about the time. Anyways, after a bit of a struggle finding a parking spot, because obviously we were fashionably late, we made our way to grab some snowshoes. Now here's the kicker. I'm not a big fan of planning, but I had to call up the rental shop to make sure our day wasn't a disaster waiting to happen, because that was the really beginning of the season. With that sorted out, in just a few minutes we had our gear and the assistant gave us a quick rundown. And then, off we went straight to the starting point of our snowy adventure. So here we are, two complete snowshoe beginners standing at the beginning of the trail, strapping on our equipment. And it's only a few minutes into the hike that we will realize, finally, that the path is flat and well packed, so obviously snowshoes are not really needed. And if you haven't tried snowshoes yourself, they make you walk kind of wide, like a duck waddle, so that they don't clunk together with every step. So obviously it's faster with the proper shoes. I gotta say, just a few minutes into the trail and it felt like we were in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nature, despite being so close to a busy station popular for Grenoble hikers and skiers. Hardly spotted any folks around, just the peaceful serenity of the great outdoors. In under 30 minutes we found ourselves climbing and the trail got pretty steep. Not too much snow yet, so the snowshoes weren't necessary, but those ski sticks were a real hero here. Of course, tackling those steep climbs got us all warmed up, prompting a quick wardrobe adjustment as we shed some outer layers. Another 30 minutes later, and voila, we reached the level of Lac Achard. As we went higher, the snow piled up, and suddenly, those snowshoes that were so uncomfortable to walk in became quite handy. Although, I have to admit, Łukasz was still sinking a bit into the snow. While I'll enjoy my picnic, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Your feedback really means a lot. And so about 2 hours into our hike, starting from Col de l'Infernal, the views were absolutely stunning. We were high enough to see taller peaks on the horizon, with valleys and endless white all around. The snow was pretty deep and those snowshoes were really a lifesaver. I was feeling pretty cool about my spontaneous decision from the day before to go on this hike. And just 45 minutes later, after some steep sections, we made it to the ski station and to the top of Croix de Chamrousse. It was an awesome sense of accomplishment, I have to really admit that. Now, since I'm not a big fan of going downhill, we opted for a ski cabin to get back. The story could end here, really. But as we got to the village, Łukasz has seen something like that. So he got all excited about the idea of us ziplining down together on the one that is really the biggest in the world. I still can't believe he convinced me to do it.
We start here and we go just there.
Believe it or not, he convinced me to give it a shot. So we hopped back into the cabin, to the mountain top, did some quick prep, and there we were, ready for the next adventure.
Crazy people! What happened?
All in all, I was excited to do it together with Łukasz, but guess what? Turns out we were too heavy for the body ride, had to go solo, one by one.
Ok.
Là, tu filmes le ciel? Ah non, tu filmes toi.
Non, moi.
The thought of ziplining down to the village below was really getting my adrenaline going.
Et bon voyage!
Merci.
Living life every day, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want.
Even though it might not show in the video, the descent is super speedy. In those 2 minutes, the views over Grenoble and the nearby mountains are absolutely breathtaking.
Crazy! Amazing! Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo!
It was really an incredible day. Together with my husband, we are exploring and showcasing must-see places around Grenoble. So check out our Chamrousse and Pic Saint-Michel hike and feel free to join us on the adventure. Yeah, so we were going up and suddenly we are in the cabin going down, and this is because we are these strange people that like to climb up but don't necessarily like to go down on the rackets. This has been the first time since years, ages, that we did the rackets on the snow. Pretty cool experience, but you are climbing so much slower than typically on shoes. So there was a part that we did on shoes still when we were not falling too deep into the snow, and then there was a part that was impossible. Łukasz was just like up to the hip, falling down into the snow. It's not a fresh snow, but somehow it kind of, like you really get soaked in. So that's that. In terms of the distance, I think we did something around 5 kilometers with 560 meters of level difference. Mm-hmm. And so we crossed next to a very popular place, especially in summer, which is Lac Achard. It's a very beautiful wild lake close to Chamrousse, close to Grenoble. So on weekends, plenty of people go there camping, including us, of course. Then we crossed on the other side of the mountain, not on the side that you have the ski lift, but on the wild side, where we basically didn't cross too many people, and that was really cool. There was only the trail you could see and follow of the people that previously passed that, but otherwise fresh snow, no sign of life, just trees, snow, sun, and a bit of wind. So pretty amazing. What did we take with us? for such a trip. The temperature was maybe -2 in the morning, and now it's slightly above 0, I believe. So we had a duvet jacket, we had anti-wind impermeable type Gore-Tex one. I had also Merinos wool sweatshirt on me, and that was far from being sufficient. I didn't even put the duvet jacket. So yeah, good weather, good time. Good time?
Yes, now it's time for raclette.
Nah. No, we are slowly approaching when the window is so terrible that we'll probably not see anything. Dear husband, how many intensive minutes did you do today on this trip?
5.
No, that's not true. Tell the truth. 260?
6.
266?
No, 6.
No, I know it's not 6. I did 15 and he did something like 260 intensive minutes.
Just 6.
No, not
5
just
and 1. 6. 6.